Had no galloping room, and that form line stood up really well. So from a low draw with a light weight, if he gets the breaks at the right time, there's nothing stopping him being in the mix in what's a very open race.
Leave us with one winner. It can be tonight, tomorrow, or anywhere in the next week. We don't discriminate.
Oh, I find it hard to go past Ray McNerio again, Oaks Day. I think he's a super chance, and Libramy Oaks Day. I think Oaks Day is going to be good for us, I hope, fingers crossed. But we hope tomorrow's our best day of the week.
I'll tell you what, we'll have some GoPros on you in the 24 hours if you win the Coolmore. Best of luck, Robbie. There'll be so many people in the racing industry cheering for you.
Good on you, Nick. Thanks, mate.
The great Robbie Griffiths just trying to contain the excitement like a kid on Christmas Eve.
A little bit like that, isn't it, tonight? It does have that feel about it. We're all looking forward to what is going to be a sensational day of racing tomorrow, Bossy. And Robbie's not alone there. Of course, he'd love to win a Coolmore, but we have to wait until Thursday, Oaks Day, to wait for his best.
Yeah, but the Coolmore's an interesting race. You know, the three-year-olds have been taking their turns all this season. Even with the Coolmore, there's only 4 last start winners in the race. But it's interesting. So you've got different form lines come from all over the place as we do this time of the year. But it's a great race to win.
I heard the inflection there.
I heard a cash register.
So, a minute out from race number 3, the Symal Plate, and they're coming up with them in Ruse, a $9.50 chance about to be loaded. Animal in the white colours of the club going
just
in.
Between friends, Bossy, who gave you the best?
Lord Rhythm and Ruse jumped out well enough to be competitive, seems to be improving every time.
I loved riding colts for them.
And goes around, but with blinkers in its most recent jump out, seemed to be a bit sharper. There's Nana Goon, a $6 chance.
Upstairs to Adamo for the call of race number 3.
Nana Goon being locked away. Brett, thank you. Yes, they're coming up. And Valedictorian at $3.70 has Julia Sandu and Jamie Motluk for an early double. So Strum's about to join them. Royal Honour, who's been backed $4.40 into $3.80. Royal Honour looked good in a recent jump out, running second. Here's Strum about to join them. And we're nearing a start. Strum kept on the move. Also, Sita Muro behind the gates. One of the newcomers. The Symal Plate, 1,000 metres. Light blinking. She's our Valentine's Restless. Few of them are. Now they're off. Valedictorian jumped third. It was Sita Muro first out. Strum's going up. Royal Honour's up there. And then Valedictorian now fourth. Rhythm and Ruse along the running rail starts to improve quickly. They're 2 lengths on 7 Oceans, 3 lengths Animal. Nana Gooner's next. She's our Valentine and No More K. Heading off the back, and it's Sita Muro. Taking them to the 600 metres. Rhythm and Ruse goes through on the inside, and Strum 2 lengths away to Royal Honour. Valedictorian's back on the fence, running 5th from 7 Oceans, 3 lengths Animal. And then comes Nana Goon to the outside. She's our Valentine and No More K. With close to 300 to go, Sita Muro turns first. Strum on the outside. Royal Honour now coming at them, and then 7 Oceans. Valedictorian had to wait. Now comes to the middle. Rhythm and Ruse looking for a run, but it's 7 Oceans going up to Royal Honour. 7 Oceans the outside, and Royal Honour. They've come away from Valedictorian. It's 7 Oceans. 7 Oceans won it by a half head on Royal Honour, and Valedictorian was third. Nana Goon ran on. Animal close up, and then came Rhythm and Ruse. She's our Valentine and Strum. No More K and Sita Muro.
7 Oceans back to her best. She showed good ability on debut behind Ethereum Girl, and then what happened to her last couple of starts? The stable might be able to encompass a little more, but that was more like what we saw on debut. And at a decent price, she's won the third race in what may prove a race of good depth. Royal Honour, who was heavily supported, 440 into 330 on the VOP late, has been narrowly beaten. And Valedictorian was an encouraging run. First start for the Sandu stable. Gets out late and finishes strongly. Maybe the 1,000 is a little bit too sharp and has run third. So 11, 7 and 8. But a minor upset there, Bossy, with 7 Oceans getting over the top of the heavily supported debutant.
Yeah, it was actually. Well, when I looked at Royal Honour's trials, I thought, yeah, it showed speed, but I thought it was a little bit weak late in his trials, which showed there it will improve. I thought Nana Goon was one of the race that you going forward would be the one to follow.
Okay, the winner so Nana Goon was the one getting home strongly there.
7, 8 and 2 numbers after race number 3. Interim numbers 8
some horses to follow out of it. Mark Walker, he had a strong team alongside Julius Sandu tonight, and he hits back in the Trainers' Challenge there, Britt, and gets a winner in race 3.
He does indeed. Mark, were you aware that it was you and Julius head-and-head for the Trainers' Challenge at the start of tonight with both really good hands? Julius had the first winner, and you've hit back here.
Yeah, it was just nice to get a winner for the owner, Mark, and she sort of hadn't had much go right, and he rode a great race tonight, Luke, so it was good to see her win, and hopefully that gives her confidence going forward.
Tell us how you viewed the run.
Yeah, we got into a nice position. They were going pretty hard up front, and she got a bit of a bump at the turn, but once he got a balance, she found the line nicely. So, as I say, hopefully she can go on with it.
How would you assess her preparation to date and the decision to put the Norton bid on for this evening?
Yeah, well, she's sort of been over-racing a little bit, and she ran a very good race as a 2-year-old at Mornington, but sort of early in the campaign, things fell apart. But it was good to get things back on track tonight.
A little bit further back than we have seen her previously. What do you think is her best pattern going forward?
Oh, I think you just got to get her to relax and breathe. She just held her breath there a little bit, and she panics a little bit, but I think the Norton and tongue tie helped her tonight.
You've got lyrics and songs in the next. What can we expect of the daughter of Melody Bell?
Oh, she's going nicely. Like her first up run at the Valley was good, and I expect her to run well tonight.
Might be speaking again soon. Well done on this one.
Thanks.
So there we
with Seven Oceans, Ben, and clearly has been a horse that has been able to improve again tonight.
Yeah, well, that was more like what we saw on debut, wasn't it? So a horse that had obviously shown a lot of talent because it had that 240 starting price on debut, but for whatever reason didn't bring it to the races in the first 2 starts, but that was more like it. And yeah, there's Nana Goon down the outside hitting the line, getting past Animal over the concluding stages. So you would probably say even with Rhythm and Ruse back in 6th position, which is run 6th, I think the first 6, if placed in the right maiden, could go forward and win a race, Bossy. But we'll speak about that later because we're going to review very shortly. But let's hear from Luke Cartwright.
Luke, congratulations on the win. Mark said such a key to her is just getting her to relax. How was she today?
Yeah, look, to be fair, her career hasn't really started off with the best of luck. Her run, she's either been trapped wide or just had not many things go her way. And today, we drew a really good gate. Just come out with her, I barely touched her mouth, to be honest. The speed was on and it suited her perfectly. I just kept her in a rhythm. I got her to balance around the corner, and when I pressed the button, it let down pretty well. It's still new, this horse. When it hit the front, it still didn't, how to really put him away. So a lot of key improvement will come out of today's win.
And did she overreact a little bit on the corner, copping a bit of a bump?
I wouldn't say overreact. It's a little bit of a tight turn here at Cranbourne. So when she's copped the bump, it's probably made it look even worse than it was. But she picked herself up, gritted her teeth, and got the job done.
So in terms of following her going forward, is it races where the speed's on that is going to suit her best?
Yeah, just flowing in with her. If you grab her up, I think she won't be as effective late. Where if the speed's on, you're flowing with her, and not really, just working in with her. I think she'll be, really good at the 1,000.
She was great tonight. Well done.
Thank you. Cheers.
Let's have a look at how Luke Cartwright and Seven Oceans were able to do things here in this 1,000-metre race. So, Bossy, she began okay from an inside draw, but the speed came across from wider on the track. Set to Muro, Strum was there, kicking up was Rhythm and Ruse. Royal Honour was in the pink colours, Valedictorian in the green, and just on the back of Valedictorian was your winner. So how did it work out?
Yeah, very clever ride from young Luke Cartwright on Seven Oceans, given what they said after the race, where she's a little bit susceptible to holding her breath. So he's just come out very neutral, let the speed go. I thought Royal Honour was obviously showed its customary speed like it did in its trial. I thought Valedictorian, he seemed to have his chance. He was good late, but the horse I'd like to follow this, obviously, with the good speed on and looked very green on the corner. Everything kind of didn't go its way, but really strong through the line was Nana Goon. I think there's about 5 or 6 winners out of this race going forward.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I think this is going to be a strong form race going forward, and even back to the inside, the Lindsay Park horse there just had nowhere to go and was good through the line. So we might even have to extend it back to 8th in this race. There could be some horses to follow going forward. But Nana Goon, I'm with you. It'll love a big track in 1,200 metres as we're 3 down here on Ladbrokes Under Lights. We'll head to a break and be back with more on the other side.
Correct weight on race number 3, 11, 7, 8 and 2. Long haired 1.5 lengths and 58.57. Correct weight.